All right, my name is Frank Chapman. That's F-R-A-N-K-C-H-A-P-M-A-N. I'm the field organizer for the Chicago Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression and the chairperson of the Stop Police Crimes Committee and the campaign for CPAC.
All right.
Okay, the reason why we're here today, the mayor was supposed to have been introducing some legislative proposals today where he claimed that he was going to reshape our system of police accountability and that it would become something that the people could trust. Well, he shifted gears.
Yes, he did. That's
right. He's not going to introduce anything today.
No.
And we're used to this.
Yes, we are.
We're used to his bait and switch game. So we're here today to say that what he is trying to introduce, we are against that anyway.
Yes. That's right.
We don't want no more mayor-appointed nothing. In fact, he should be a co-defendant. With Jason Van Dyke.
That's right.
For the murder of Laquan McDonald. Okay.
John gotta go.
Okay. We want and we demand that the powers of the Independent Police Review Authority, the Police Board, and the Internal Affairs Department be put squarely in the hands of the people through an elected, all-civilian Police Accountability Council. Elected, not appointed. We don't want no more appointed anything. We don't need any more hearings and commissions and whatnot. What we need is to put CPAC in the chamber in there and have some hearings about that, about community control of the police, because the police are out of control.
That's right.
They're out of control. They don't never get punished for nothing that they do in this city. They don't get punished for nothing.
Nothing.
We want some prosecutions to take place. They can start with those 3 or 4 cops that lied in the Laquan McDonald case.
Yeah.
They can start with Flint Foreman. You know, they can start right here with Reverend Brown. Shaquille O'Neal. There's Betty Jones. There's we got a long list for them.
Yes,
if they really want to get this right, we got a long list of police that need to be prosecuted and should have been in jail a long time ago. So I want to ask our brother here from the Chicago Teachers Union to speak briefly, and then I'm going to call on some of the survivors and victims of police crimes and torture to speak to you very briefly. Okay.
Good morning. My name is Michael Brunson. I am one of the leaders of the Chicago Teachers Union. I'm one of the officers. I am the recording secretary. And I just wanted you to know that over a year ago, not only the leadership of Chicago Teachers Union, but hundreds of delegates in our House of Delegates met and overwhelmingly passed a resolution to support a civilian police accountability council. And we did that because just like we want parent and community and teacher control in each and every one of our schools, and just like we are demanding parent, teacher, and community control over our Chicago public schools,
That's right.
we're demanding an elected representative school board. We feel that all of our public institutions should be overseen by community members, by civilians. This is not a police state. We are a democracy. An important part of a democracy is civilian oversight. We are fully in favor of a civilian police accountability council. This will become a model for other cities throughout this nation. New York, Detroit, Philadelphia,
Yes.
Oakland, look at what we want to do here in Chicago. We are a model for the nation. Thank you.
All right. Okay, we got a couple of more speakers. I'm going to ask Reverend Brown, who was a recent victim of a police crime here in the city of Chicago, to tell you about her situation. Reverend Brown.
When I say CPAC, you say fight back.
CPAC.
Nah. When I say CPAC, you say fight back. CPAC.
Fight back.
CPAC.
Fight back.
When I say CPAC, you say fight back. CPAC.
Fight back.
CPAC.
Fight back.
When I say CPAC, you say fight back. CPAC.
Fight back.
CPAC.
Fight back.
When I say CPAC, you say fight back. CPAC.
Fight back.
CPAC.
Fight back. Fight back.
What do we want? When do we want it?
Right now.
What do we want?
CPAC.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
CPAC.
When do we want it?
Now.
Mayor Rahm Emanuel, did you hear the people of Chicago? They're asking you to give us CPAC.
Right now. Right.
We no longer want fake police accountability.
That's right.
What am I to tell my daughter, who was lied on by Chicago police, who lied under oath and said an 8-year-old in 2nd grade beat up the police?
Send him to jail. 1746.
We want Officer Marcy Murphy, badge number 4176.
Yeah.
And Jose Lopez, badge number 11943, off of the street now.
Right. Yeah.
They're crooked officers. Rom, if you mean business about bringing the community together, at this point, you will bring those 2 officers off the street now.
Yeah.
It's bad enough they shot Laquan McDonald 16 times. And then
16.
they cut it down to time and lied on an 8-year-old child.
That's right.
What am I to tell her at night when she can't sleep, knowing that those officers are still on the street and they're liars? They lied on her mother.
Liars.
They lied on her mother. They lied on her little sister.
Justicia.
When are we going to stop this, Rahm Emanuel?
Boo. Boo.
We are tired of fake police accountability. I ask you, as a citizen of Chicago and all of the Chicagoans behind me, that you will cooperate and you will give us CPAC now.
Yeah.
What do we want?
CPAC.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
CPAC.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
CPAC.
When do we want it?
Now.
When I say CPAC, you say fight back. CPAC.
Fight back.
CPAC.
Fight back.
When I say CPAC, you say fight back. CPAC.
Fight back.
CPAC.
Fight back.
That's what we want, Rom, and that's what we want, Superintendent. What's his name? Eddie Johnson. I can't even remember your name because you're not doing no work. Look, hold on. We are paying you all for the money that's behind me.
Property taxes.
Murphy is getting $79,000 a year.
Right.
We could use that money for our schools.
Yes.
If they're not gonna do their job, sit them down.
That's right. That's right.
And that will be all.
Fire roll.
My full name is Reverend Dr. Catherine Brown.
Okay. All right.
Fire roll. Fire roll.
Okay, we got just a couple of more speakers. Kofi, are you here? Come on.
No fair. No fair. Come on, Coach.
Black love. When I say black love, you say black power. Black love.
Black power.
Black love.
Black power.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Kofi, K-O-F-I. with Black Lives Matter Chicago.
Yes.
We understand historically that the police have been on the side of the oppressor. Since the slave catchers up until the union busters, the police have always been a tool of the oppressor to keep the working class and poor and black and brown communities under control. You all have occupied our communities. You all have abused us and killed us. And we say no more.
No more.
Right now, Shaquille O'Neal has $1 million bond.
Yes. 1.5.
Right now, CPD is in collusion with State Attorney Anita Alvarez. We voted Anita Alvarez out of office. However, while she's there, she is committing as much harm as possible to black and brown people. And this travesty against our community must end. This violence against our community must end. The only way that we have power is to have community control of the police. Black Lives Matter Chicago understands this CPAC is an important process to get community control of the police. Without community control of the police, they will continue to be a part of the prison industrial complex and continue to harm our communities. Without control of the police will continue to kill us with impunity.
That's right.
Not only do these crooked cops need to go to jail, but the entire system needs to be brought down the way that it is now.
That's right.
Black Lives Matter Chicago understands that ultimately revolution is the only solution.
Yes.
But until then, we need to reduce the harm that's happening to our communities. That's why we support CPAC, Civilian Police Accountability Council. That has to happen now. We love our community, we love black people, we love brown people. But the only way we can do that is to get these police under control. Black love is black power. Yeah. When I say black love, you say black power. Black love. Black love.
Black power.
Thank you.
All right, brother.
Woo. Shout out
Come on. Okay, let me explain to you what this process is. The people I'm asking to speak here are people who have been in support of this alliance for years.
Yes.
Okay, these are our allies. When we ask them to come out, they come out. That's why you see these folks here. And nobody has been an ally like the Arab American Action Network. I say that because at this point in time, there's a vicious attack upon the Muslim and Islamic community. A vicious racist attack. And we stand in solidarity with these brothers and sisters. We don't want nobody to make any mistake about that.
Yes, we do.
Come on.
We do in solidarity.
Frank said everything that I need to say, which is that the Arab and Muslim communities of the Chicagoland area stand unequivocally behind the Civilian Police Accountability Council. My name is Mohammed Sankari, S-A-N-K-A-R-I, and I am representing the United States Palestinian Community Network. We have looked in the city of Chicago, which has become the torture capital of the United States. And we see practices happening in this city that happen in jails, that the CIA has rendered members of our community to, that happen in jails, that the CIA and its allies have taken members of our community to, and our family members back home to. And we see that being brought home right here in the city of Chicago. When you look at Homan Square, you can look at any single torture chamber around any part of the world and see the very same practices. When you look at the transcripts of the John Burge tortures, you see practices that didn't even happen in places like Latin America and across the Arab world and across the African continent by US-backed dictatorships. And we need to end this now, not tomorrow, not 1 year from now, not 10 years from now. We need to end this practice now. And how do we end these practices? Civilian oversight and civilian control. CPAC now. Thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Eric Russell, president of the Tree of Life Justice League,
of Illinois, and I'm the spokesman for the Betty Jones family. The first thing I would like to say is that Betty Jones did not deserve to die.
That's right. That's right.
Betty Jones did not deserve to die. And I would say to anybody that is now outraged by the execution of Betty Jones by the Chicago police, but for the grace of God, Betty Jones could have been your mother or my mother.
That's right. That's right.
Betty Jones was executed by the very people that swore an oath to protect her.
That's right.
Not only did Betty Jones not receive any reverence for her life, but as Betty Jones' daughter sat on her knees, cradling her mother as she took her last breath, she cried out to the Chicago Police Department, "Why did you do this to my mother?" And the Chicago police officer, his response was, "Your mother is dead. Get over it." That is a matter of record. The Chicago police, they have no respect for black and brown people's humanity. We have moved well beyond systemic racism and institutional racism. They have no respect for our humanity. CPAC now.
All right. Okay, like I said, I want to give some airtime to our allies and our supporters. What time is it? All right, we only have a few more minutes. Okay, so I want the Pilsen Alliance. Okay, we got 5 more minutes. The Pilsen Alliance and Magda are next, and I just want to say this here: we cannot win this fight. We cannot win this fight without unity between black, brown, and white.
Yeah, that's right.
We can't win this fight. See, everybody got to be involved, but especially the Latino community.
That's right.
Especially because the two most oppressed communities in this city are the blacks and the browns. All right?
That's right.
That's right.
Come on.
Power to the people. Power to the people.
See, man.
La lucha continúa. The struggle continues. La cuestión de la policía es algo muy serio para la gente latina. Estamos unidos con CPAC. CPAC es la única organización que vamos a tener comité para traer justicia a la gente de raza de bronce como la gente afroamericana. We are here, standing tall, Pilsen Alliance, with the people from CPAC. The people that we are together because we need the unity of all people. The word justice is not just a word. It's action. It's an action, people. It's an action that we need now. We need to have some clarity. We need to have some transparency with the police. We cannot let Rahm Emanuel run the justice part of the city because he knows no justice. He sees no justice. But the people do. And Pilsen Alliance says, CPAC now para los latinos, los afroamericanos. Y quiero también aquí poner a nuestro director de Repression Alliance, que también tiene algo que decir en referencia a las injusticias en la comunidad de Pilsen y en otras comunidades aquí en Chicago. I forgot, I want to add one more thing. The clarity about justice.
Yeah, I gotta close it out.
Okay, the clarity about justice is the fact that we have to unite. And whether you're white, you know what justice is. Right. We need you on this vote. So let's get it together. Let's tell Rahm Emanuel, this is our city, our town, our people.
Say your name. What's your name?
Magda. My name is Magda Ramirez Castañeda. Thank you.
Justice for Shaquille O'Neal! Justice for Shaquille O'Neal!
Thank you.